everyone. We're so happy you're with us today. Joey, hi. How are you today?
I'm great, Maddie. How are you?
I'm great. I'm just having a great weekend. I had a great week at school last week. How was your week last week?
It was pretty good. I had to go to the dentist and get my teeth cleaned, but I didn't like it at first, but now my teeth feel great. So that was good.
Wow, I like that. That's awesome. Joey, do you know what today is?
Well, I know that it's not Epiphany anymore because last week we said that was our last week. So I know we've moved into a new season.
Yeah.
And I asked my mom, and she said, today is the first Sunday of the new season, and it is called Lent. And it starts after Ash Wednesday, which was last Wednesday.
Joey, that's right. Why don't I say our children's creed before we go on with the story?
Okay.
I believe in God above. I believe in Jesus' love. I believe the Spirit too comes to teach us what to do. I believe that I can be kind and loving, Lord, like thee. Amen.
Amen. Well, I wasn't sure I remembered what Lent was, so I asked my mom all about it. And she said, Lent is the season after Epiphany, which we just learned all about that. And today is the first Sunday in that season of Lent. And Lent actually began last Wednesday. This is Sunday, but last Wednesday on Ash Wednesday. And the 4 days, so 4 days of Lent have already passed: Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and now today. The church counts 40 days in the season of Lent, but it does not count the Sundays as part of Lent. So there are 36 more days remaining in Lent. The church asks us to use the days of Lent to get ready for Easter. We will learn all about Lent in the next few weeks and hear some, a whole bunch of stories. Lent is a time to focus our attention on how we are living for God. It is a time to examine our lives to see how we can be in a better relationship with Him. The 40 days of Lent are symbolic of Jesus' time in the wilderness before he began his ministry. And during that time, he was tempted, but he stayed true to God. So Lent is a very exciting time, and it's a long season, so we have a lot to learn. Now, in today's story, we will learn about when Jesus went into the desert, like I just said, to prepare for his ministry through 40 days of fasting and prayer. And he did that a long time ago, and he did a lot of praying. And this story comes from the Gospel of Matthew, and it's chapter 4, verses 1 through 11. Will you tell us the story, Maddie?
Yeah. How can I show people how to live in God's way? Jesus wondered. Jesus went out into the desert. He found a lonely place where he could think for a long time. Jesus didn't eat any food or drink a little water. Jesus felt that being very hungry and thirsty might help him to hear God. But before a while, Jesus didn't seem to be hearing God at all. Jesus began to hear an evil voice inside him. The voice talked about the wrong way to be the Messiah. The Messiah was the one who would show everyone what God is like. Look, said the voice inside Jesus. Here's an easy way to be the Messiah. Turn those stones to bread. If you give people lots of that food to eat, then they'll say you're the Messiah. No, said Jesus. The scriptures have told us people need more than bread. They need God's love. Well, then, said the voice, go to the top of the high temple, jump off. God will help you. You won't hurt yourself. Then everyone will know you're the Messiah. No, said Jesus. The scriptures have told us don't try to test God. Well, then, said the voice, Go to the top of the mountain. I'll show you all the hills and all the valleys. I'll show you the cities, the towns. You can be the boss of everything if you worship me instead of God. Then everyone will say, He's the Messiah. No, said Jesus. The scriptures have told us only to serve God. Don't serve anyone else. Ugh, said the voice. I'll get you later. Jesus was weak from not having any food. He was tired of all the thinking and praying that he had done. Jesus knew that being the Messiah would be very hard, but he felt strong on the inside. Jesus knew God had been with him in the desert. God had helped Jesus to choose the right way. Now Jesus was ready to show people how to grow in God's way.
My goodness, that was quite a story. I'm so glad Jesus didn't listen to that bad voice.
Me too.
He was strong and he knew how to live it God's way and he knew what he had to do. And that was to tell everyone about all this. Oh my goodness, that was quite a story. Now, we're going to be learning, kids, more about Lent in the following weeks. So pay attention and join us each week. And we're going to hear more stories about Jesus too. Ooh, this one today, woo, what a story. I'm going to have to think about this today. Well, I'm going to do a closing prayer for us. Maddie, are you ready?
Ready.
Dear God, help us to understand how Jesus teaches us to live in God's way and let us feel gratitude for his love. Amen. Well, Maddie, I hope you have a great week and we will talk next week more about Lent.
You too, Joey. Bye.
Bye, kids.